What is going on, guys? It is MaskMan here, and welcome back to MaskMan's Weekly Cleanup. When we left off, we had just finished the first part of our fancy work list, and I introduced something new to this series. Whoop-pa! I'll leave it in right now. It's my work list. That sounded bad. Anyways, as you see, on work list we have 17 maps that we gotta go ahead and clean up. We got section 8, so we can cross that off. And now we are on Rust Station East. If I'm remembering correctly, that should be what we're on now. So now we're gonna spend some time cleaning this area up. I don't know much of this map, so I'm gonna try and get a grasp of it. Where is the mop station? Is this the mop station? It is. Where are my hands again? There. That's not my hand. But I do this. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get this place all cleaned up and fancy. That sound good? It sounds good to me. Ooh, and this, because I need this for body parts, because I saw some over here already. Perfect. Let's just go ahead and get those out of the way so we don't splatter blood everywhere. Alright. Anyways, while we get this episode started, we will talk about the topic of the week. And that is GameSpot stealing other YouTube creators' content? Now, this is a story that isn't a big mainstream story. This is one that's actually kind of a fairly personal, close to me story. Not that I was involved, but one of my close friends was involved. So, to put up a little bit of... Was that my footstep? It probably is. Yep, I somehow tracked blood. Damn it. Okay, anyways. So, my friend, VenomBite12, is quite a good YouTuber, and he's been doing a lot of Fallout 4 videos recently, and a lot of people saw when there was a Reddit post that went pretty popular about being able to make a cell shading mod inside Fallout 4. And so he made his own video on about what kind of things you can do for it, and he pretty much did a video tutorial of it instead of a Reddit post. And that video did pretty well. And then a couple days later, he noticed, well, it wasn't a couple days later, it was a couple days after GameSpot posted a video, he found it, and he noticed that the GameSpot video was about the cell shading stuff, but it used his video in the background. The background was entirely his video. Now, they never asked him for permission to use the video, and never credited him for the video. They just took it and put it up on there and made their own commentary over it. Now, he was able to get his name in the description after multiple comments on their Facebook and Twitter and on the video saying, hey, thanks for just taking my video and not giving me credit for it. And then they eventually on YouTube only just put his name in. They didn't link him or anything, just put his name there. But still, the fact that their original video was just their original plan, they just posted it, no credit, nothing. They weren't going to give credit at all until he, you know, saw it and said, hey, motherfuckers, you should kind of not do that. But they went ahead and used his video, just gave him credit and called it even. And that's where the problem starts. For me and my friend Toasted and him, we all kind of like find it as a bit of a dick move, because they just kind of took his video and said, yeah, we're using it, yeah, sorry buddy, and that was that. And we contacted one of the or Toasted contacted one of the hosts that's on some of the GameSpot shows, as a personality there, and say, you know, I can't do anything to help you, but you know, we're reporting with it, it's fair use, there's nothing we can do. And that's where it kind of gets pretty shitty, I suppose, and that's where I want to put in my opinion of, you know, Toasted wanted to defend this to the end of the earth. And I knew I wanted to defend to the end of the earth because this is kind of sick, but I had a feeling that they were going to pull the fair use card, because that's what pretty much everything does. And it's like, is it fair use? Because, I mean, in a way, yes, they're using it for reporting, but they're not really reporting on the video itself. They're not even credited to the video. They just use the video as a background to report on what the video was reporting on, if that makes sense. And it's just wrong, in my opinion, if that makes sense. Like, they know they can get away with it because, oh wow, it is dark in here. Where's the furnace at? That's what I'm looking for. I don't... this map's a little bigger than the last one. Oops. Maybe go ahead and put that up there for now. Oops. Oh. Gotta make myself a little pathway so I don't track any blood as I distract myself from my train of thought. Nope, I'm gonna be making blood now. Okay. Damn it. I just want to get to the furnace and dump out that thing. I've actually done a pretty good job in this room, I believe, so far. Could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Totally. Anyways, like, when it comes down to it, GameSpot is a big company. No matter what anything me, Toasted, or Gage try and do, Gage is Venombite, by the way, there's not really anything we're going to be able to do because they're going to have a legal team better than any of us will. Because they're a giant corporation, they're probably used to this kind of thing. And they just kind of go, oh, fair use. But do they do this to other people, though, you know? Like, they might do this for a ton of smaller channel videos. Oh, that's bad water. Let me get another one. You know what I mean? Like, the only reason that Venombite found out that they used this video is because he managed to stumble upon it just randomly. I'm not sure exactly how he found it. I don't know if someone told him or if he found it on his own. But, you know, if none of us had stumbled upon it, we would have never known that they're using this video, and it makes us wonder, do they do it to other small YouTubers? Do they steal their videos as well and use it for reporting so that they don't have to capture their own videos? They just kind of take videos and repeat what people say in their videos and claim it as their own work. You know, that's kind of where I'm in on this. And it's like, sure, they can probably legally and technically do it, but does it make it right that they're doing it? It's just a whole shitty situation that I disagree with, you know. GameSpot can do what they want. They might be in the legal right. Yes, correct. Legally, by fair use, they can do what they did 10 times over again. But the problem I have is just, in the words of the movie The Big Lebowski, you're not wrong, you're just an asshole. You can do it, but it doesn't mean you're right for doing it. Does that make sense? You know, it makes sense in my head. You know, they can use fair use all they want to do whatever they want with that video, but it doesn't make what they did right. You know, taking other people's work that, you know, they spent tons of time on, tons of effort on, you know. Venombite spent a long time getting that video properly edited and made to get it to reach other people, and then GameStop just comes by and says, oh, that's a really cool thing you're reporting on. Well, we're going to report on that for you and take all the views. That's pretty much what they did. And they used his video to get those views. They pretty much took his work, took what he did, and what he said pretty much, and used it as their way of reporting on it. And it's just, that's not right, in my opinion. I mean, they can do it legally, probably. I'm not sure where exactly. The hardest thing is that there's a line in fair use. There are things you can and can't do, and it's a very tough line on fair use. Because, like, the one guy on Twitter said, I can't remember what his name was, but I'm going to leave links in the description, by the way, so you can see Venombite's video and the GameSpot video. And so you can compare the two and see if they really took the video and how much of it they used. Because, you know, usually when it comes to fair use, it's like using excerpts or using it for commentary. And, you know, news reporting is one of the things you can do with it. But they didn't just use parts of the video. They used pretty much the whole video as their background. And they didn't really change much on it. They just repeated the story of the frackin' cell shading thing. It's just, GameSpot can do what they want, but I've lost a massive amount of respect that, well, I didn't really like GameSpot in the first place anyways, but the fact that I know that they've stolen at least one small YouTuber's content, and they've probably done it to tons of other people, it maddens me that, you know, there are YouTubers out there, small YouTubers especially, that put hours upon hours upon hours of work into making a video, hoping to get some kind of recognition or income from it, and then a big old company just come along, take their work, commentate over it, repost it, and bada bing bada boom, it's fine. Just take all their hard work, take their views, make money off of it instead, and just say, well, our work here is done. That kind of shit sickens me. I don't care if they're in the right or wrong anyways. I mean, if they're in the wrong, let me know in the description if you have a much better legal detailing of or understanding of fair use. It can tell me if we would actually have a real way of defending this. But even if they're right or wrong, even if, oh god, there we go. Whoops. Even if they're right or wrong, I don't care. What they did is morally wrong. Even if it's legally right. Taking someone's hard work, not giving them credit, and just pretty much claiming it as their own until they were caught is... Oh, god damn it. Oh, there's a blood splatter on the ground now. I'm so good at this game. God damn it. But yeah, it's just... I don't care what they say is right or wrong, what they can or cannot do. And like their defense was, even if he tried to claim what he did was fair use and this and that, I missed it. This foot is gonna piss me off. There we go. You know, like the one guy said, even if we were to try and claim fair use on it, you know, it's Bethesda's IP, so it'd have to go to them first instead of us, you know. Like saying that if we claimed fair use on them, they'd have to... Bethesda would have claimed fair use on us as well because we're using their content for making that video in the first place. Which is kind of a, once again, an underhanded dick statement of like, oh, you're using fair use to make the video in the first place, blah, blah, blah. It's just ethics. Journalism, ethics. You can legally do a lot of things in journalism. Does that make it right? No. That's my opinion. And what GameSpot did of using other people's video to report on news that went viral, because let's face it, it's the only reason they reported on it. If that cell shading mod hadn't gone viral over Reddit, then that video would have never been reported on in the first place. It's only because it was actually something that was popularly being talked about that they reported on it because they knew it would make them money. So they reported on it even though they just pretty much restated everything that was said in the Reddit post and Engage's video, even though Venombyte's video was more of a tutorial video, I suppose, on how exactly to get it running, and did it in more of a video post instead of a text post, which is why his video actually did pretty well and had actually quite a few views because, and probably why they found it, is because, oh, I lost my train of thought because I was picking up bullets, because instead of being a text post, he decided to pretty much turn it into a video tutorial on how to get it set up, what it looks like, and all kinds of things, the pros and cons of it, like how it messes with the menus. That's what he threw in the video and like added in all kinds of stuff to it. Where GameSpot took his video and just said, hey, you can make this kind of like Telltale style. Bada bing, bada boom. You're done. Or Borderlands style. Yeah, either one, but to make it cell shaded. But it's just that I don't care what they say. Even if they were legally allowed to do it or not, just taking someone's video, commenting over it, and posting on it is wrong. It's kind of like, they're kind of like a not so shitty version of Jinx, which he'll be a subject for a whole nother video one day probably. But it's just, it's wrong in my opinion. It's wrong. Just plain and simple, wrong. That's my opinion on that. Does that make sense? I should probably make guidelines for these videos one day, but oh god. I lifted that up by accident. There's probably stains hiding under these damn things, but oh, that's definitely a bloody mop. But yeah, that's my talk. Hopefully I've said everything I need to. I am so done with oop, got the hiccups a little bit. So done with GameSpot. They are not going to be getting any of my views anytime soon. And if you're if you're a smaller content creator out there, because I assume they're not going to take bigger people's content for the sake of, you know, bigger people have a much more powerful opinion and running of the world. I'm gonna miss putting this foot in the basket again. Oh my god, I made it. Holy shit. Anyways, yeah, if you're a smaller YouTuber and you've reported on anything that's been kind of like or if you've just made a video on something that's gone kind of viral on the internet, I would suggest that you maybe check GameSpot's channel to see if they've used your video, because chances are they probably haven't, not giving you credit for it. So you might want to try and... Oh my god, this level is fucking massive. Oh no, it's not. It's just... Well, actually, no, there's a hallway down here. Okay, there's a lot more to this shit. God damn it. Okay. Well then. So that's my talk on that. Fuck you, GameSpot. Fuck you. Fuck you hard. Hope you skate into an AIDS tree and die. Because, I don't like you. Like I said, I don't care if you're legally in the right to do whatever you want. There's a thing called ethics in journalism. If you don't have it, you get the fuck out of here. And that's what I'm hoping you do one day. I mean, a lot of people don't like you anyways, so now there's just another reason to not like you even more. Oh. Probably get rid of that. That thing's pretty full. Oh, nope, I grabbed that instead. I thought I just saw something move over there. Could be wrong though, but there's no monsters in Viscera cleanup detail. You kidding me? It's a perfectly safe game. Oop, I missed things. Ooh, get in there, get in there. There you go. Alright. So since I got that off my chest, I figure I'll go ahead and focus on Viscera cleanup detail duty. That's what I'm gonna call it now. Viscera cleanup detail duty. Perfect. I'm gonna go get my mop water and all. Is that... Oh, that needs to go anyways, too. Whew. So I've actually made some pretty good progress on this map, I think. Granted, the average time was like 45 minutes, or no, it was an hour to get this map done. And I don't think we're gonna make that. I mean, last one was like 45. Thank God it was in the thing first before it spilled. Because if I spilled water all over this, I would have been mad. Oh, and I found out that there's like I decided to research about the game. Apparently there's like these little safe zones that you have to put barrels and all in. And they give you bonus points so you can get a better grade. Because my grade on the last map was like an 80 something, like an 82 or something, because I missed a few things. And then I had to clean up the boxes and all that. I don't see any safe zones in this map though. Shit. Oh well. Don't be an arm or a leg. Oh, wait, where's it? Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. I'll go ahead and put this in one of these rooms. So put it over here. I'll go clean up this room while I talk for a little bit. This room ain't too bad off, so. Oop. Can't pick that up. Okay. Need to go get the other thing. So let's just focus on Viscera cleanup details since I got all my ranty shit off about GameSpot. I've got a couple minutes till I end the video, so I don't go over 20 minutes. Well, more like a minute, so I have time for my outro. But goddamn GameSpot, you bunch of dicks. This is why I hate people sometimes. This is why I hate corporations. American corporations can suck my dick. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's the little scrubber thing. I can pick that up and use it. Not that I know how to use it, but I have no idea how to use that damn thing. I'll be honest. I need to find out what that thing does. Probably should have researched that too. Oh well. What are you gonna do sometimes? What you gonna do, brother? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and get my brush cleaned up and get this little bit of mess right here while I go ahead and end the video here, because we're at the almost 20-minute mark. So I'm gonna... Oop. Nope, almost made it. There we go. Thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this part here, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is MaskMan, logging off.